so from this tabletop position, we're just gonna walk the hands, keep the toes tucked under, and we're coming into our toe squat. Feel that lovely stretch in the backs of the feet. And from here, we're gonna come into a hunch on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, we're just gonna let those shoulders drop, let go. Inhale, breathing in deeply and fully, hunching those shoulders. Exhale, releasing, letting go. Breathing in to come up, shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, allow them to fall away from the ears. Now on your next exhale, we're just gonna drop right ear to right shoulder. Feel that lovely neck release stretch. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, tilting left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, hunching up. Exhale, dropping to the right. If you need to release the tops of the feet, you can. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, dropping to the left. We'll just do 2 more to each side. Really exaggerating that shoulder movement from the shoulder blades. And also getting a stretch into the sides of the neck where we tend to carry a lot of tightness and tension. Then if you have the toes tucked under, you can come forward, tap out the toes, and then release the tops of the feet to the floor. We're going to slowly walk back, the hands back behind you, and lean back so that you're lifting the knees slightly off the floor, coming into this nice ankle stretch. And you'll feel sensation along the front of the feet by the ankle joint. Lovely. And then slowly, with care, walking back to center. From here, we're going to come into our tabletop flow. So on our hands and knees position, we're going to take a breath in, bring the left arm forward. As you breathe out, as you breathe in, we're going to send the left arm back, palm facing towards the body. Then as you exhale, externally rotate. Sorry, I'll show you here. Externally rotate that arm as you sweep it forward. So inhale, sweeping that left arm back as you bring the sit bones back to the heels. Exhale, externally rotate that arm, palm facing outwards, and sweeping that left arm forward. So we're going to do 3 more. Moving with the breath. So matching breath with this movement, gazing towards the center of your mat. 1 more. And then releasing that down. Let's move to our right arm now. Reach it out in front. Take a breath in. We're sending it back as you send the sit bones back to the heels. Exhale, externally rotate, palm facing out, and then sweeping that arm forward. Inhale, sending it back, palm facing. Exhale. So you might like to bring your gaze to your fingertips now. Allow your gaze to follow the fingertips as it flows. Super, opening out. Working into those arms. From the shoulder, working from the shoulder joint. Lovely, and releasing. From here, we're going to come into some nice barrel rolls. So with our protraction and retraction, we're going to move out to the side, up, keeping that pelvis in that neutral position. We're just working from the shoulders, dropping the chest through center, lifting the chest through center. And working in the opposite direction, moving out to the left, dropping the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, moving out to the right, and then protracting and broadening, separating those shoulder blades. Lovely. And last one. Excellent. We're going to send our knees out wide. Big toes connect. Send the sit bones to the heels. And we're just going to ground through the elbows and rest our forehead and eyes into our hands. And again, we're focusing on our balanced breaths in and out of the nose. Notice how the back body lifts as you breathe in, and how the front body relaxes and releases to the floor a little more as you breathe out. Well done. You can massage the forehead, the temples, the cheeks. You can bring your fingertips, your thumbs under your chin and just massaging along the jawline. So know that our jaw and our pelvis are interconnected. So when we have a soft jaw, a relaxed jaw, this in turn brings that effect to your pelvis, which you would like for the birthing process. Lovely. Now, coming back onto hands and knees, we are going to walk the hands forward slightly, tuck the toes under and come into our first downward facing dog. Head between the arms, gaze between the inner thighs of your belly bump, and equal weight into the hands and feet as you walk your dog. Pedaling out the feet, bringing one heel down to the floor at a time. Really press into the pads of the fingers and thumbs. So keeping your pelvis steady, the movement is just coming from the legs. And then come to stillness in your downward facing dog. You might get to bring your feet out wider to make space for bump. And we're just moving from side to side, swaying. This calm motion into our bodies. Lovely, releasing the knees to the floor and coming up to stand on our knees. We're keeping the toes tucked, and we're bringing the hands to our low back, and we're going to sit back onto the heels once again. On a breath in, we're reaching the right arm up as we come to that neutral position. Exhale, release down. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, releasing left hand to this lumbar spine. So just a few more of these from side to side. Keep going. 2 more. That's it. Nice work, ladies. Then from here, we're going to release the tops of the feet. We're going to step the right foot forward. Make sure our front knee is stacked over the front heel. And we're breathing into that left hip flexor and psoas muscle that helps us to breathe deeply. Breathing into that stretch as you press into the right big toe, right baby toe, and right heel. Left knee is grounding so that you feel into that stretch. Try and imagine pulling the mat apart with both left knee and right foot. Excellent. And we're going to heel toe that right foot out to the side, and we're just going to lower the hands down. From here, you might like to rock back and forth. Getting some movement into the hip, and then maybe some nice circles here. One rotation, then the other. And then we are going to come into that half split position, grounding through the right heel, right toes facing towards the sky. Breathing into it. May allow the head to be heavy, Lovely. We bend into that front knee, step the right foot back, step the left foot forward now, and come to stand on our knees, hands on our hips. Finding your alignment, and then breathing into that hamstring stretch. So as you tuck the tailbone under, you'll feel that stretch all along that right hip flexor. So the more you scoop the tailbone under, the more sensation you will feel in that right front of the right leg. Lovely. Then from here, we're really going to press into the left foot and the knee, drawing the mat apart, and then draw them together. Notice sensation here. How does it feel? And we're going to heel toe that left foot out to the side. Maybe it comes off your mat, and we're releasing the hands down. Or you can come onto your knuckles if you have carpal tunnel syndrome. And we're just going to rock back and forth. And into that left hip, sinking the pelvis low as you come forward, and bringing it back. And then coming into those nice circlings. And moving in the opposite direction. Lovely. Then from here, we're going to step the left foot back. And we're going to bring right knee to right wrist, left knee to left wrist. Cross the ankles behind you and come onto the sit bones. From here, we're going to extend the right leg out, and we're going to cross the left leg over the right, coming into a half shoelace position. So your left knee stacks on top of the right, grounding through the sit bones. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring right hand out in front of you. Sit the left elbow on top of the right, and we're coming into our eagle arms. Take a breath in, lifting elbows in line with the face. Exhale, lowering. Inhale to lift, feel those shoulder blades broadening. Exhale. Last time, flexing that right foot and lowering. Bring the arms out, bring them behind you, and just windscreen wipe those legs from left to right. Lovely. This time we're extending the left leg out in front of us, crossing that right leg over. So that right knee is stacked over the left knee. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, left arm comes out in front, right elbow sits on top of the left. We're coming into our eagle arms, Garudasana arms. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. 2 more like this. Coordinating breath with movement. Exhale out to the side. And again, some nice windscreen micro movements from left to right. And then we're going to press into the feet in our shape. And we're going to lift the toes off and then ground them down. Toes off the floor, ground them down. 1 more. And as we lift them again, we're going to say hello with the feet. Tick tock from side to side. And then we're going to come to our final resting position. So knees stacked on your left hand side. You can grab a cushion, a pillow, a blanket, whatever you need to make yourself as warm and as cozy as possible. So coming to lie down on your left side, your heart side. It's the safest resting pose in pregnancy. You might like to place a bolster or a cushion in between the legs. It's really comfortable. And just coming to connect with your baby, placing your hand on your baby. As we enjoy a few moments in this resting position. So closing the eyes or softening the gaze, settling in here now. Releasing all effort now. Entering a state of deep relaxation. Letting go of the feet, both legs, hips, weight of the pelvis. Allow the abdomen to soften. No tension in the center of the body now. Just easeful movement with each breath coming in and out of the body. Back of the rib cage heavy, and shoulder blades are grounding down. Both arms heavy, both hands completely relaxed. Baby at ease underneath your hands. Face is softening. Eyelids. Jaw is relaxed. Tongue is resting on the roof of your mouth. Softening any tension across the forehead, into the temples. Allowing the weight of your whole body to just sink down with that natural pull of gravity. Just breathing here, nothing to do. Here, nothing to be here. Nothing to achieve. Just settling into this soft, easeful space of rest with your baby. Noticing your breath. You're more than welcome to stay here for a little longer. You can start to become familiar with the room once again. And visualizing your space in the room. And come to notice some sounds in the room, outside of the room. Maybe it's the rain hitting off the window pane. And then bring some movement back into the physical body. Wiggling fingers, toes, maybe it's rocking the head from side to side. Take a moment in your fetal curl just to feel the effects of your practice after maybe a yawn or a full body stretch. And then gently, in your own time, coming up to that comfortable seated position with hands together at heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Have a lovely restful week. Take care.